Well, hey there everyone. It is Wednesday night, January 17th, and I am so pumped to be coming to you live today to share two important topics that I think are extremely important if you're trying to achieve something, achieve a goal, achieve a financial milestone in your life. And these are two things that really helped Chris and I achieve some amazing goals that I have been posting about the past couple of days. You know, in the past 2 days, Chris and I have paid off both of our last credit cards that we had outstanding balances on, and we also paid off 2 of my student loans in full. So now I only have 1 left, and we won't stop. You know, it's going to be paid off by the end of this year. That is the vision. That is our focus. And guess what? Vision and focus is what I'm talking about with you guys tonight. So, you know, obviously I read a lot of personal development, and I have been sharing kind of my takeaways from personal development, and a lot of what I was reading when I was first starting out as a coach is, you know, what was my vision for this business and what was my vision for life? And, you know, I set these very generalized visions like, oh, you know, I'm going to help these people, and, you know, I'm going to lose some weight, and that didn't really give me a lot to focus on. So I wasn't really achieving the goals these broad goals that I had set out to hopefully achieve. So I had to kind of take a step back and decide, okay, I need to create a clear vision about how and what I want my life to look like. A clear vision, because a vision, you know, I'm going to read you this definition, but a vision is an inspiring mental picture that compels you to take action, okay? So it's not just saying, I want to lose a few pounds, or I want to get healthy. That is not a clear vision, and that is probably one of the biggest mistakes that I see challengers make, that I've made myself, is I set these kind of wishy-washy goals. I'm not very specific. I don't have a clear vision. So your vision clearly and directly correlates to the amount of focus that you're going to have on something. So if, for example, you say, I want to live a healthy life, or I want to lose some weight, you're not going to be focused on that. You're going to eat Girl Scout cookies 3 times a week because you're not focused in on a vision to help you bring about change. So what I had to learn to do was literally I sat down and journaled exactly what I envisioned my life and mine and Chris's life would look like. So one of our big goals was to become financially free, minus, you know, a home mortgage that we're going to have one day when we finally buy our house. But the goal was to be student loan and credit card debt free and have enough down payment to afford a dream home by 2019. That was the goal. And so I had to sit down and literally journal. Okay, I journaled what that would look like. Like, what would it look like? Chris and I would be living in a home. We would be smiling. We would be watching TV together. We would be so in love with each other. We wouldn't have this weight of debt on our shoulders because we have to pay off this credit card and we had to put this on the credit. And we would have liquid assets to be able to actually go out to a nice date night and not have to scramble when we're paying for the check to be like, okay, well, let me draw this amount out of savings, put it in our checking so that we could afford to go out and have a couple martinis and a nice steak dinner. And I also had to envision, you know, for my health and fitness, what that would look like. How would I feel? I would feel inspired. I would feel on fire. I would feel happy. I would feel confident. What would that look like? You know, I would be, for me, it was losing the 20 pounds that I had put on. You know, I gained 40, but I wanted to lose 20 because I knew if I lost the other 20, that would not be healthy for me. That's where I was in college and that wasn't healthy. So I had to set a clear vision. What would being healthy look like? It would be Chris and I living together and being a part of each other's lives for the rest of our lives. Like, I wanted to be together when we were 102, old and gray, and that was the vision that I set. And I'm slowly achieving because I'm focused on this vision. It's not just some cockamamie, I want to lose some weight in 30 days. No. If you set a goal like that, your focus will be all over the place because you have to set a vision. And that's what I encourage my challengers to do, is sit down, journal for 10 to 20 minutes. If your goal is to live a healthy and fulfilling life, what does that look like? Does that mean that you are able to hike up mountaintops with your significant other? Does that mean that you are able to play with your kids and, play soccer with them or be able to run around with them without getting winded? What does that ultimate goal look like to you, and journal it? Because once you have a vision that's compelling enough, your focus draws you to that vision. And, people always ask me all the time, how are you so motivated to do this? You guys, I have a clear vision. I have my blinders on. I don't care about what anyone else is saying around me. I don't care if they're saying, you're restricting yourself by not, eating pizza whenever you want. You are not. Blinders on. I have a goal to live a healthy and fulfilling life. So my goal means I'm only having pizza once a week. F you. You just have to have the blinders on. You have to have a vision that's compelling enough so that nothing will break you. But the other thing you have to work on once you have this vision and you have this goal, you have the focus, but you also have to work on talking to yourself, right? You have to work on positive affirmations. So something that I worked on daily was setting these positive affirmations for myself in terms of financial freedom. That was the ultimate goal for Chris and I. So I had to tell myself and post them up literally in my office, and I'll show you guys this. I have these positive affirmations all over my board that's literally sitting in my office. So every time I come in here and I work out, this is my workout area, I see these positive affirmations, right? And I have to do that so I can remind myself, I am going to live a life of abundance. I am going to live a rich life in family and in finances and spirituality and emotions. I'm going to live a rich life. And I had to say that to myself, and I had to fill myself with these positive affirmations to build that confidence so I could maintain that focus on my clear vision. So, if you have a vision that is super clear and you're super focused and you're constantly talking positive affirmations to yourself, you will execute on the plan. But if you have a kind of murky vision, you won't have the focus, and then you'll be sucked into this life of mediocrity. So the big M comes in, as I like to call it, or as Rory Vaden, the book that I'm reading, Take the Stairs, likes to call it. The mediocrity, the little devil on your shoulder that says, oh, it's okay, you've done enough. You're living a good life. Well, you don't want to live a good life. You want to live a great life. So don't freaking settle for mediocrity, okay? And the way that you don't settle for mediocrity is having the positive affirmations, because they fuel you. They don't let you settle. I have these positive affirmations that surround me that say, you're great. You're living a life of abundance. You're a freaking rock star. You can do this. Be great. So I'm going to be great. I'm not just going to be good, right? So don't let mediocrity bring you down. If you want to live a healthy and fulfilling life, or you want to be, debt or financially free, you deserve to do that. Don't settle for anything less because someone doesn't think that you can do it, because maybe they haven't succeeded. You have to set your vision, you have to set your focus, and you should not settle for anything less than what you want in life. Even if it's hard, even if you fail. I mean, guys, I failed so many times, and Chris has lost his job, had to start his own business venture, and that set us back in some of our financial goals. But we kept going. We kept going. We kept plugging away at it because we saw the vision. We wanted to be debt-free before we bought our first home so that we didn't have to worry about anything else, so that we could have liquid funds to spend the way that we wanted. We want to travel. So I had a vision of traveling with my husband, because I have always longed to go to Europe, but I haven't been able to financially afford that. And once we get into that home, we're traveling. That's the vision. That is what propels me forward, okay? And I don't care if someone says that I can't do it, or I don't care if someone says that that's a crazy ass goal. Fine, do what you want to do. But we just paid off a lot of money by having that goal. And maybe you don't think that you can do it, but if you have a compelling vision, you absolutely 100% can, as long as you remain focused and you continue to take small action every single day, no matter how small. It doesn't matter as long as you continue to take action, okay? So I hope that this is helpful for you. I hope I breathe life into you, and that, you know, just take some time. I really encourage you, if you were trying to go after a big, hairy, scary goal, I encourage you to take a few minutes of your time and journal down exactly what you want your life to look like, and how will you feel when you get there, and who's there with you. You know, is it your spouse? Is it your significant other? Is it your mom and dad? You know, envision all these people around you. You know, envision how you will feel. Will you feel content? Will you feel alive? Will you feel excited? You know, you have to write these specific things down, because the clearer your vision is, the more laser focused that you will be, okay? So I hope that this was helpful. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you have a fantastic night, okay? Bye.